Benedictine, obviously plenty of power themselves here. We have 25 conference championships in women's volleyball since the late 70s, but struggling this year at 1-10, 0-1 in league play. But again, for both squads, the most important is the 0-1, so both teams trying to get that first league victory here tonight in a very warm and humid gymnasium at the Dan and Ada Rice Center in the campus of BenU here in Lisle. At the start of this volleyball match, it's 7 p.m. here on September the 20th. It is 88 degrees outside, and in an unair-conditioned gymnasium, it's certainly in the 90s here inside right now and humid as well. So this could be a battle of attrition if this one goes to a 5-setter here tonight. Again, I'm Mark Vasco. Bill Dorn on the public address. We'll give you the lineups, but first off, we'll step aside for our national anthem. So, thank you very much for the intros, Bill Dorn. And we are just about set to go. And if you could tell by the introductions, for Benedictine, a very young squad, and that's something to do with the 1-10 start. Freshmen starting: Haley Jarr, Kendall Holmes, Lisa Costa, so all three freshmen. Plus you've got Lauren Weber, new to the team as a junior from Grand Rapids, a junior college transfer, junior, but first year for us. A lot of newcomers and three freshmen among the starting lineup. And, of course, Dunwell, a sophomore, and so on. So, again, a very young squad for Coach Jen Wilds in her 13th year at the helm. Brittany Sisk, the new coach of the Brittany Stars, came in by way of St. Joe's of Rensselaer, Indiana. That's the Division II school that closed at the end of last school year. So again, men's soccer got a win. Women's soccer against CUC just getting started. We'll get you up to date on that. And if there's any score there, in the meantime, this matchup getting underway. So Dominican in the blue tops to your right. Benedictine in the black to your left. As we get going, crazy schedule again. BenU, just one of their first 18 matches is at home. This is the one. They've got 6 on the road after this. And here's the first serve of the match, and we are underway. And a good block right away to get things started for Benedictine and others. They're very active already early here. On the front line is BenU, and number 10 there in the middle is Haley Jarr with a couple of early contacts, and that one just goes out. And the initial point will go to the Stars. 17 for the Stars to serve. Anastasia Labadessa, freshman from Addison Trail. And right away, getting busy is Kendall Holmes for BenU. Drop that one easily over the top. Just kind of bump that over and set this up from Billie to our leading player with kills so far, Laura Weber, but wow, great job by the libero to save that, Parker. Weber again, that time will not be denied, and 1-1. So again, Weber, the junior from Grand Rapids, the JUCO transfer, getting us going. She came into this match leading us with 96 kills, 2.82 kills per set. And BenU will get that point as well. Vanessa Pasadani doing the serving here for us, the senior from Westmont. And that one will hit the tape and stay here. So 2-2 in the Stars. We'll get it. Weber leads us in kills with 96 coming in. Then Kendall Holmes next at 76. Molly Stock, yet to see her, but she comes in at 62 kills to be third on the squad. As that one will be long, and BenU will get the serve back. Now, Taylor Dunwell had such a great freshman year for us on the front line. She's now fourth in kills at 54 on the campaign. Kristina Billie with the serve, but that'll be long, so it'll go right back the other way. Save there at the net by BenU and Lisa Costa, who's had a very good start to her Eagle career. And that one will go off of Costa and out. Costa, one of our freshmen from Oak Lawn Richards High School. Kristina Billie, 169 digs to lead BenU, as that'll be the kill for Dunwell. So Dunwell gets the point. Billie, 169 digs. After that, 103 for Pasadani. And the guys here from Sunrise Communications with the multi-camera and the replays tonight for our home opener for volleyball, but they answer back with a kill of their own. But Costa right now with 84 assists, but our assist leader is Alyssa O'Boyle at 196 so far. Great dive there from the back line to keep it alive from Chelsea Blair, just in for us, the junior from Rock Falls, Illinois. At the point to the Stars. So Blair on the back line. With Pasadani and Billie, the two stalwarts for us. And Billie had that one go off the tape, and it stayed on the Eagles side, so point Stars there. Also in on the front line now for BenU is Claudia Schmidt, junior from St. Peter's. And again, she had a 4-block match not too long ago. And just nicely just dropped over the top there. And the point from Kendall Todd, the senior from Marian Catholic for Dominican. Dominican picked 4th in the preseason poll. We're picked 6th. It's Concordia, Wisconsin, that has taken over from these two schools to sort of rule the roost in volleyball over the last couple of years, as that one will go long. Billie. Costa flips it over towards Dunwell, and she'll get the point for Benedictine. Kendall Todd leads the Stars in kills with 101 coming in, and then a 68 for Jillian Jones, and 58 for Stephanie Cole, 53 for Amanda Ricca. On their side, Dunwell to serve. Again, nice little soft touch to drop it over. And the point there for Ricca, the sophomore from Crystal Lake Central. Now, crazy weather. Again, normal temperature this time of year in Chicagoland is 73. It got to 90 today, and it will be maybe 93 tomorrow. And around 90 for about 5 days in a row now for some crazy reason. Comes the serve. Madeline Morrow, who's actually number 2, not number 3. That's Summer Smith out of Burlington Central. Well, and I don't think BenU thought that was going to clear the net. As eventually Lauren Weber ended up with kind of a basket catch out of that. So point Stars in the 11-5. Stars lead here in set number 1. Weber blocked, but BenU keeps it alive. Weber will try again, and this time indeed the point to Benedictine. So needed that one to get the serve back. Yeah, BenU won the soccer game in the men's side, 4-0, and Nick Capitanos, our All-American, had 3 of the 4 goals. Women's soccer scoreless in the early going outside as we speak. And point there for the Stars as it goes off of Blair of BenU. Another JUCO transfer in for us. And a serve here from Todd. And a little miscommunication between Billie and Dunwell, and point goes to the Stars. So 13-6, and Benedictine will call time. So yeah, crazy schedule where, again, BenU finally at home in their 12th match of the year. And actually it would have been their 13th match of the year, but their contest over at North Central was called because of unplayable floor conditions on that horribly warm day last week and that unair-conditioned gym at North Central. But we do make up for it. 9 of the last 11 are at home. So 1 of the first 18 at home, and then 9 of the last 11 here in this gym to make up for it. But after today, they're right back on the road for a pair of matches in Iowa against Central, then Buena Vista. Next day, they've got Loris and Dubuque. So 4 matches over the weekend in Iowa. Then they're at Marion in league play on the 29th, at Lakeland on the 30th in league play. Finally back home October the 6th against Del Verno. Weber to the back line where it's dug there by Todd. Nice little flip and a nice kill there by Haley Jar. Just kind of swept it softly down the line. And 13-7, Eagles will get the serve back. And Lisa Costa to do the honors. Again out of Richards. Again, they try that soft touch, and a great job by Costa to put it over. And that one will be long. So BenU will get the point as that just misses the back line. And Costa to serve again. Stephanie Harrison, Caitlin Stabe, and Jackie Kolizny, the assistants for Jen Wilds this year for Benedictine. Again, soft touch, but Weber got there actually first. Then just kind of pushed over by Holmes. Blocked by Jar. And Holmes puts it into the net. Holmes, the freshman from Germantown, Wisconsin. Now, at least by the time we come back home for volleyball, it should have cooled down a bit, inside and outside. Therefore, Weber goes across, but out to the far side. A little too much on that one, so serve here from Labadessa. Done well, but running out of room by the bench there was Kendall Holmes. And point Stars in 16-8. Oh, nice little flick down the line for Stephanie Cole, sophomore from Glenbard North, and the point to Dominican. And timeout Eagles. So we'll talk this one over. Mentioned preseason poll in our league, Concordia, Wisconsin. Got all but 4 of the first place votes. Aurora picked second. They got the other 4. Edgewood third, Dominican 4, then Lakeland, then BenU. Wisconsin Lutheran 7, MSOE 8, Concordia Chicago 9, then Marion, Alverno, and Rockford round out our 12-team league in the preseason poll. Falcons of Concordia, Wisconsin won the title last year. They were a perfect 11-0, 23-8 overall. They earned a trip to the NCAA tournament. Of course, for Dominican, they have won the the NACC tournament 3 of the last 4 years. So prior to last season, they had gone 3 trips in a row to the NCAAs. They lost in 4 to Aurora to start out their conference season. BenU lost in 3 to Concordia Chicago back on the 15th. Save on the far side. And then into the net from the back line from Summer Smith. And Eagles get the point there. Pasadani to serve. Nice slide by the libero Parker. Good pick there by Costa. Dunwell got tipped at the line. Another good save by Costa. And they get the block in the stuff there. I believe that was Stephanie Cole, number 8. Picked up that one for the Stars. Cole, 6 feet, sophomore from Glenbard North. They've got a host of 6-footers, and Olivia Magnuson at 6'2" on their roster as well. There's Rebecca Pacewick, 6'3" for BenU. But do not believe she will play tonight. Tipped at the net, but goes down in the point to the Stars. So 19-9 here in set 1 for Dominican, and number 6, Lauren Levine to serve, sophomore from Schaumburg. Billie to Costa. And to the middle of the front line to Holmes. Oh, good save by Kristina Billie, but again, Costa cannot track it down. So Sars will tally again as they try to take set one. Concordia, Wisconsin, 1-0 in the league so far, the favorites, off to a 11-1 overall start to this season. Dunwell to the back line, but a little too deep, as they've won 7 in a row. Posidani to Costa, a little back set there, and give the point to Haley Jar. Haley Jar, again, one of the newcomers, freshman from Boomer, Wisconsin, 5'10". As we watch that one again. 4-year academic, all honors for her, by the way. And all county as a junior and a senior, first team all conference as a senior. And she also played basketball in Bloomer, Wisconsin, and led her team to the state tournament. And another point for Dominican here. So 23-10. Parker to serve here for the Stars. Oh, good dive by Posidani, and then Costa dove as well, but the third dive by Dunwell couldn't put it over. So the effort there, but couldn't get it over the net. And now, set point here. And it goes into the net, though, so BenU will keep this one alive. And Chelsea Blair from Rock Falls, Illinois, by way of Sauk Valley Community Conference, or Community College, I should say, where she was all conference both years. Dunwell, nicely done down the line. Got a piece of it. So regardless of where it landed, point BenU. Who's served by Blair. Oh, Posidani, Costa, but into the seats, or just about. And again, could not save that one. So indeed now, set number one goes to the visitors. So, after one, Stars up 1-0 on the 25-12 victory in the first set. Gives us time to mention Glenmark Burgers. This timeout brought to you by Glenmark Foods, Chicago's hometown burger, a proud part of Chicago, proud partner of BenU Eagle Athletics. Founded and made in Chicago for over 40 years. Glenmark Burgers of the highest quality. The 100% beef burgers go from your freezer to table in under 10 minutes. And look for Glenmark Burgers at your local retailers, including Jewel, Tony's, Ultra, Fairplay, Waltz, Walmart, Target. Glenmark, Chicago's hometown burger, and Benedictine Red Zone burger of choice. The Red Zone, of course, where we cook out on our tailgates before football games. As they grill up the Glenmark Burgers behind the south end zone. Of course, football on the road, just like volleyball. A lot of our other teams start out this season on the road. Everybody basically on the road. Homecoming for football is October the 7th. That's their next home game. They're gone for a month. They had their game one of the season at home, and then they're gone for a month before October the 7th when they come home. By the way, homecoming, besides being October the 7th for football, a lot of going on that day. There's a baseball versus softball alumni game that goes on at 9:30 in the morning. Women's volleyball taking on Wisconsin Lutheran at noon that day. Football's at 1 versus Concordia, Wisconsin. And then women's soccer at 5:30 against Lakeland. And they have so few home games. That's their senior day, is football's homecoming. So it's been a weird scheduling situation. But coming up for homecoming with all sorts of things going on October the 7th. The baseball, softball alumni game, volleyball at noon, football at 1, women's soccer at 5:30. By the way, halftime of the football game, all our All-Americans will be introduced. We had a ton last school year. And, of course, our men's outdoor track and field team placed 4th in the nation. We're going to honor them. We'll also honor our male and female athletes of the year from last year and our team of the year from last year. So a lot of cool stuff going on at halftime of the football game. And again, you can tailgate beforehand in the south end zone parking lot and grab a few Glenmark burgers and potato salad and all sorts of other good stuff that they hand out free to everybody before every football game. So that coming up on the 7th. Second set coming up here. Let's see what's going on in volleyball. Oh, it's that soccer here. There's still no score. First half of soccer outside of women's play against Concordia Chicago. Again, our men won 4-0 today. Our preseason ranked number 14 in the nation, or number 16 in the nation, men's volleyball, or men's soccer, by the way. Oh my goodness, it's so hot in here. That's my excuse for my rambling brain right now. I am just soaked to the skin. And I'm just sitting here. I can't imagine the athletes here in these sweltering conditions. We did not need 90 degrees outside today. It's fall. I'm ready for, hot chocolate and all sorts of stuff. I don't need this. Here we go. Into the net though, and BenU will get the first point off that serve from Labadessa. Blair back in for Benedictine, and she will get the serve here. Blocked at the net, and they keep it alive. They do. Nicely done. That denies a point to Kendall Holmes. And then, did they touch that at the line? No, I think what happened was Dunwell, I think, went into the net. So, regardless, it's point Stars. And 1-1, and Lauren Levine will serve. Blair. Costa with the back set, and the point there for Claudia Schmidt. Our 5'11" junior middle hitter as we watch it again. Schmidt will go back to serve. Well, we got a piece of it, but it still will be point Stars, and that point goes to Amanda Ricca. So 2-all. Serve here from Megan Parker, libero from Battle Creek, Michigan. Costa kept that alive from Ream. And then we get the point in the back corner. Beautiful hit there. So Benedictine. As we watch it again, Dunwell beautifully placed there for the point. She's had a nice start to this match. Posadani to serve. And Kristina Billie keeps it alive. Dunwell, and they keep that alive. Long enough to put that over, but too long from Ricca, so point BenU. And Posadani to serve again. So 4-2 Eagles here in the second. Down a set as we watch that go a little bit long. And a beautiful ace there for Posadani. Well, put that in front of Levine. No chance to save it. And 5-2. Oh, and another nice serve. Then you put it over the net there from Rianne Ehrman, the junior from Coal City, and Eagles end up with that point as well. So nice little run here to make it 6-2 as we watch that last one again. Dunwell, I believe, got the majority of that block. Back set. Billie with a beautiful dig. Ehrman put it over, but just a bit wide. Well, she had to kind of twist away from it, and the hit sort of went the way her body went, and it took it out just a little bit too far. As we watch it again, just had a little too much spin on it. Stops that run, and here comes the serve from Mallory Jones. Flip that deep, and Blair tried to save it but could not. So Dominican now trying to get back in it. Great diving effort, but another serve here from Jones. To Blair, and Pasadani with the short set. Jar put it over. Diving save, Pasadani, but it goes into our... And now a chance for the Stars to keep this little run going long enough to tie it up maybe. Jones starts from way downtown, runs up. Drops that one over to Ehrman. Ehrman got a piece of it, as did Billie, I think, and then a dive by Blair, but it's a very nice serve. That's what started that whole series, and they indeed have come back to knot it up at 6. Blair, Billie, Dunwell to put it over and deep. Well played. Tipped at the net, so Blair had to try for it but couldn't catch up to it, and Stars now lead. So 7-6, and a long run of serves continues here for Mallory Jones. Junior from West Aurora. Pasadani with a nice little flick, but they're going to say an illegal hit. All right, 8-6 Stars. Cradled it just a little too much. Into the net though, and BenU will get it back. As Jones' long run of serves comes to an end, and Dunwell will hopefully get a long run of her own here. Again, key match for both squads trying to get that first conference win. Little back set there, nice little cross-court hit by Kendall Todd. Good attempt of a save by BenU, but Stars will still end up with that point. And coming into Summer Smith to serve, the freshman from Burlington Central. Into the net, but saved by Pasadani, and then Dunwell put it over the net, and then she dives to put it over again. Now the dive that time by Billie will come up a bit short, and Stars all of a sudden take a 3-point lead. And Stars took the first set as well. Billie to Pasadani. Weber, but Dunwell was there, but it went sideways and out. There's our little point of view camera from right, literally attached to the net standard. Giving you kind of a good look right down the line. Ready again for Smith to serve. Dunwell. Weber, nice soft touch for the point. Grand Rapids, and Grand Rapids Community College in here now. It's been huge for us early on this season. Now Billie to serve, junior from Lincoln Way North. Now Weber got a piece of it, but they're going to say Dominican, I believe, into the net, so Eagles will get the point. And let's watch it again. Yep, no doubt about it. Billie again to serve. Dunwell's there. Weber with a beauty. Nothing that Smith could have done there. Well, she took a tumble, and BenU fighting back, and a chance to tie it back up again here. Yeah, a little too much of a soft touch, and matter of fact, that hit Schmidt on the top of the head there. Pasadani to Weber, and into the net. Now the Glenbard East girls volleyball team has come in masse to come in and watch this one here tonight. They just all came in and sat down on our side. Chance here for Ehrman. Yes. So point BenU did a nice job of getting the spin on it to have it come down the line and got the point for the Eagles. First, Ellen Ream for Dominican. There's a Glenbard East grad, and her old team is here now. Billie with a great attempt. Almost sliding into the stands, but still point to the Stars. Labadessa. There she goes. Billie's there. Costa. Back. And point BenU. Another kill for Lauren Weber. Talk about this young Eagles team. There are literally just 2 seniors on the entire roster. Pasadani and Emily Chitwood. And we have yet to see Chitwood so far tonight. So into the net there, and Stars. Well, Eagles had closed back in, but Dominican back by 3, trying to go up 2-0. Levine to serve. Billie. Costa. Go deep to the back line to Holmes. Well, nobody at the net there to clean that one up, so Stars another point, and 16-12. You watch that again, and a timeout call, and I think that was why, a little miscommunication. And they want to settle things down a bit here on the Eagles side. Well, women's soccer is still scoreless at this point. Outside after our men's soccer team got an earlier victory. So Jen Wilds brings them together. And again, as we like to do at least once a season, especially since this is the first home match, to remind people who don't know, there's so many newcomers to our roster. So maybe friends and family of the newcomers don't know, but Jen Wilds, one of the best athletes in our school's history, male or female, by the way. She was Jen Olsen here as a player. A 4-year starter in both volleyball and basketball. She was all conference 4 times in both sports. So she was all conference all 4 years in both sports. She was the volleyball player of the year 3 times and the women's basketball player of the year once. I mean, just astonishing what she did here as an athlete. She's been a heck of a coach here as well. That one tipped at the net, and then Blair with a great effort, but goes off of Ernie the Eagle back there. And point to the Stars. And she was a deanless student while she was here too, by the way. So one of her basketball teams made the national tournament. And she is still, by the way, the all-time leading rebounder in school history and is second to this day in career scoring. So, to say the least, impressive resume. Jen coming in as coach, and again, she's been great as a coach in her 12 previous seasons as that one tipped and out, so point Stars, and now it's 18-12. And again, you look up at the banners hanging here. That's proof of that. Billie. Dunwell got stuffed, so they get the point there at 19-12. And since Jen Wilds took over, when we had conference championships. That one tipped at the net, and then you cannot put it over. Well, just in the 2000s alone, we won volleyball championships in 2000, 2001, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2009, and 2012. Most of those with Jen at the helm. Oh, nice save, and then a dive by Dunwell, but still the point goes to the Stars, who are starting to run away with this match. 21-12 now. And if you also look at the banners in women's volleyball, we have some podium finishes in the national tournament as well. Dunwell, but it misses the corner. We finished 4th in the nation in 1981 in Division III, finished 3rd in the nation in 1987, and played at a national title match and finished 2nd in the country in 1988. Blair. Yeah, that was into the net, so that's going to be point to BenU. So 22-13, Eagles get the serve back, and they definitely need a run here. And see if Claudia Schmidt can provide as we watch that one again. Beautiful serve to where Parker has to go back and get it. Schmidt there. A back set from Costa, and the beautiful point just inside the back line from Kendall Holmes. Take that one gladly, and Schmidt to serve again. Tipped at the net. Blair. Dunwell. Oh, somehow the save by Parker. And they're going to get another stuff point there for the Stars. So 23-14. Of course, it was our basketball team that got all the way to the title game, finished 2nd in the country 2 seasons ago. They mop up some humidity and perspiration here on the floor. And there's a lot of both here tonight. Parker to serve. Dunwell, and then she tried to back away. Well, the person it was Costa, and Costa was coming from the wrong direction, and they ended up making contact. So Stars will get another set point here. And they'll get it. So first 2 sets go to the Stars here tonight. So they'll try for the sweep here in just 5 minutes. Well, soccer outside is still scoreless in women's play. I want to mention a couple of things. First off, the Benedictine Athletic Fund is the best way to impact our more than 500 student athletes in our 19 different athletic programs. So if you would like to contribute any denomination, large or small, obviously would certainly appreciate it, contributions to the Benedictine Athletic Fund. Directly support our student athletes and our 19 different athletic programs. And, you know, everything could use a little help, from the travel budget to uniforms and, you know, a little bit of everything, and it goes a long way. So, again, if you would like to contribute, any bit would be appreciated, large or small. And to contact Jessica Jelinek at BenU is the best way to do that. So I'll give you her phone number, but I will also tell you the best way to look up her information as well. So 630-829-6143, her number here on campus. Or best way to do this is just, you know, you're already at BenUEagles.com, you know, to get this far. So you can just go back to the main website, BenUEagles.com, go to the staff tab, and look for Jessica Jelinek, and then her email address is there as well, jjelinek@ben.edu. Contact Jess, and she can tell you the best way to help contribute to the Benedictine Athletic Fund. A couple other things. Just the other day, the new members or our Athletics Hall of Fame were announced. And congrats to that group. They will be inducted later on next month. One of the inductees, Rudy Mahalik, was just featured on our BenU website. The class of 1965, a track and field star here. Now, of course, we've had a few name changes in our school's history. And Mr. Mahalik was here when we were still St. Procopius College. Before we were IBC, Illinois Benedictine College, and now, of course, Benedictine University. But he competed at St. Procopius from 1961 to 65 and held 3 individual school records in the 120 high hurdles, the 220 low hurdles, and the high jump. And he also held the 440 relay record as well. But now, how about this for an all-around track and field athlete? He also competed in the javelin, the discus, and the pole vault, and he ran the 330 intermediate hurdles. Back when that was an event. It is no longer, but talk about participating. I mean, wow, that's pretty astonishing. Now, the Athletic Hall of Fame inductions will take place Saturday, October 21st, but he is just one of our many inductees, but that's a pretty good list. Also inducted will be Kimiana Abron from the class of 2008. She was a women's track and field and women's soccer star here for us. She still holds the indoor record for the 55-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. And she still holds the 200 meters and the 100-meter dash outdoor records here in our school's history. Also going into our Athletics Hall of Fame, Edward Hobart, men's soccer class of 91, the first ever to get 60 goals in his career. Of course, Nick Capitanos will have every offensive record when he leaves here at the end of this season. But also Carl Jansen's football class of 1973. He was part of that 1972 football team that went 9-2, won 9 in a row, and had our school record for wins at that point. And he was an honorable mention All-American back then. Amy Trench, softball, class of 1994, one of the best offensive softball players in our school's history. Tied for 4th in school history, 15 doubles in a season. And she was part of that 1994 team that holds the record still for winning percentage in the school's history. And, of course, our final inductee is our longtime head baseball coach, John Ostrowski, just retired 2 seasons ago after 43 years of service here at the school. 990 career wins as head baseball coach, and had 32 different 20-plus victory seasons. 16 of them were 25-plus victories. The 2013 team, of course, 32 wins. And his 990 wins rank him 11th all-time in Division III history. So Coach O will go into the Hall of Fame as well. Here we go for the third set. BenU down 2-0. See if we can get something started here. Dunwell again. Costa, and then Weber from behind the attack line. Good job by Weber to dig that. And the point for BenU and Kendall Holmes to drop that home. Well, soccer outside, still no score. We'll go across. That was Ream who tried for the point. And they eventually do get it after all, as Weber went for it and couldn't get there. So 1-1 as we watch that one more time. Well placed in that far back corner. Serve here from Levine. Billie. Costa. Well, they answer back. Dunwell with a great dive, but again, not much she could do to save that as That goes out. And the serve, Levine. Billie. Costa to Dunwell. Oh, again, nicely done. Stephanie Cole, the 6-footer from Glenbard North. Stephanie Cole, I want to say that is her 6th block of the match already. Whew. That's impressive stuff, although that one's going to go long. Early on numbers here, 8 kills for Ricka to lead them, 6 for Kendall Todd. Again, 6 blocks for Cole and 3 for Ream as well. Blocked there by Dunwell and Jar. Costa. Oh, beautiful dive by Kristina Billie, but still point to the Stars. On the Eagles' side, 5 kills for Weber, 4 for Dunwell. 11 assists for Costa. 7 digs for Costa as well. But to tell you how dominant the Stars have been, as Billie digs that. Now Weber, and they get another stuff. As a team, Benedictine has 2 total blocks. And that one goes over. And Cole has 8 by herself. And Ream has 5 now. That violation, BenU will get the point. They're going to give that to Ream. We'll watch it again. You see her look back at the ref like, oh, what did I do? What was that? And Billie to serve. Back set and a beauty right down the line. Ream. And all the Glenbard East fans that are here, plus that current Glenbard East team here applaud that. Let alone all the Dominican fans. Dunwell. Nice little change of pace there and gets the point. So I would say best match of the season so far for Taylor Dunwell. So she's glad to be home. But she'll get a breather. 17 assists for Labadessa to lead Dominican. And they have 5 digs apiece from Levine and Parker. Oh, nicely played by Schmidt. But they'll crank that one up and drill it down for the point. Ricka with that one. And well, Dominican trying for a sweep here tonight, and things looking good for them. And Summer Smith. That was Ehrman, and now she'll get it back, and Ehrman puts it over. Parker had to go get it. Schmidt blocked it. And then point there for Weber. Maybe that'll be her 7th kill to lead us. And first time for Emily Chitwood. We mentioned her as our other senior out of Monticello High School in Whiteheath, Illinois. Also a softball player here. Nice little flick down there for the point from Kendall Holmes. Now they still have Weber with 6 kills, Dunwell with 5 on our side. Ricka with 8 now to lead the Stars. Oh, a little line drive right down the line from Alex Kiston, senior from Hundley. 8-6 Stars. We mentioned how young BenU is. Pretty young Dominican squad, too, for that matter. Nice job by Cole to block that front line for the Stars. But Eagles end up with the point and Schmidt to serve. They've only got 2 seniors on their roster, Kiston and Todd. Point BenU. But they have a few more juniors, kind of, a little more of experience, despite the lack of seniors necessarily. Oh, the beauty and ace there for Claudia Schmidt that went off of Parker. And the Eagles have actually taken now a 9-8 lead here in set 3. So we'll watch that one again. Nice serve there. Dunny, Chitwood. Ehrman, nicely placed. So Rhiann Ehrman with a nice point. And it'll be, so we watch that again. Schmidt's service. Back line, but a little too long as they let that go. And Dominican a chance to tie it up here. Lavadessa to serve again. Oh, beautiful play by Pasadani. Chitwood kept it alive, but then Pasadani couldn't stay away from the net itself and save it again. There just wasn't any room. So you watch it one more time. She slid into the net there and just had nowhere to go. Chitwood put it over. Oh, set up on a tee nicely for Cole, and she strikes again, the sophomore. And she has the 8 blocks, but I believe that's just her second kill. Again, Ricka has 9 of those to lead them. And that went into the net. So 11 all. And Ehrman here to serve for the Eagles. A nice one to back up Parker. Ehrman to Pasadani all the way across, and a little deep there, I think, for Holmes as that one goes out. Costa and Dunwell will come back in for Benedictine. (12-11). And BenU trying to hang in there and keep this match going. Now soccer 0-0 at halftime outside. Concordia, Chicago, and our BenU women. Dunwell, but a little too much. And it was not tipped, so point to the Stars. Serve here from Levine, or timeout first. Again, I mentioned a bit ago about our track and field team. And again, if you were not aware, just want to pat them a bit on the back again for their amazing finish at the end of last school year. And for the first time in school history, the men's track and field team took home a 4th place in the nation, and they were literally 1 point from 3rd at the 2017 D3 Track and Field Outdoor Championships. Matt Fleming, national runner-up in the long jump, and was part of the 4x100 meter relay team that won the national championship. Jahaven Hay, Jalen Griffin, and Calvin Jordan, the others on that national championship relay team. And Luther Newbern, national champion in the triple jump. So our team finished 4th. We had a couple of national championships. So congrats again to men's track and field. That was 1 point from 3rd in the nation. And the amazing thing is, so many of those guys I just talked about were freshmen and now just sophomores. So a lot more to come from track and field. I believe, I was just going to say point to BenU, but no. They're going to give that to the Stars. But again, they and the other All-Americans like Nick Capitanos and others will be honored at halftime of our homecoming football game on October the 7th as that went into the net from Levine. So BenU gets it back and Kendall Holmes will serve. Back serve there and a nice block by Weber. So the stuff and the point to BenU. Chance to tie it up here now. From Holmes. Hit the tape and went over. And we tipped that at the net, so point Stars. So they keep the advantage. And the libero serves. Parker. Costa. Dunwell. A nice little flip over the net, but Dunwell's there, and now Billie. Dunwell. Another point for Taylor Dunwell, her 6th kill of the day. The sophomore, 5'11" from Waubonsie Valley. Cleans that one up nicely. And they get one right down the heart for the kill there. Service here from Mallory Jones. Weber. Can they save it? Parker tries. They do indeed. Keep the play alive. Weber here took something off, but again, Stars are there, and they end up with the point after all. So nice job. Keep that going. So we watch that again. Impressive there. Schmidt, but it was not tipped, so that goes out. And indeed, the point will go. And another timeout. So in the third set, 18-14 Dominican as they try for the 3-set sweep here. How about the fact, and again, I don't want to make too big a deal of it, but it's 8 o'clock. It's still 85 degrees outside. We're getting close to October. I don't understand. I mean, it could be worse. We don't have hurricanes or earthquakes or any of the other stuff that's going on around the world, so I guess we can't complain too much, but wow. Mentioned Dunwell from Waubonsie Valley. She was first team all-conference last year as a freshman, part of the all-freshman team in the NACC. And she had 21 starts for us, led us in kills with 269, and she was second in the conference in kills per set with 3.28. 36 total blocks, 76 digs, led all freshmen in the conference in both kills and kills per set. Now Weber has, overtaken her so far on the team lead in kills, but coming on strong here tonight, that's for sure. Weber, soft touch. Parker. Dunwell, there you go. We just talked about it. Something that we saw a whole lot last year from Taylor Dunwell. Definitely seeing it on display here tonight. I believe that gives her 6 kills. Weber with 7. That's going to be a pretty good 1-2 punch here as we get on in this season. Again, taking all these newcomers a while to get used to playing with each other. Weber, and then they stuff it again. We've had a few of those. That was Kendall Todd. But that's the thing with the freshmen that we have, the JUCO transfers with a few returnees. It can take a while. And this one of the ultimate of team sports. And having to work together, know where everybody is and is expected to be. That's going to take a while to gel, and that went into the net. Which is why I said the 1-10 doesn't really matter. It's the 0-1 that matters and trying to avoid 0-2. Same thing we talk about every year in football. The non-conference, not terribly important. The only way you're going to get to the NCAAs is to win your league. Kind of the same here. That went into the net from Chitwood. And 20-16 Stars here in set 3. Kendall Todd. Can't really worry about at-large berths. You need to take care of business in the league. And that one just out from Chitwood. So Todd to serve again. Billie. Chitwood. Boy, that hit the basket standard up in the ceiling, which is still in play if it's over the playing surface. And that'll see. Oh, wow. I thought that was long. Yeah, it is. Okay, it is long. All right, so they did point to BenU. All right, so Eagles point, as that was long, and Schmidt to serve. 21-17. Oh, and a beauty. And that'll be an ace from Claudia Schmidt, who hit a screaming line drive at Parker. See what happens here now. She'll do it again. Screaming line drive to the back line. This time they keep it alive, but we block it at the net. And then a dive by Posidani. Well, we cannot get it over. So, point eventually here to Dominican. Watch that one more time. Good attempt by Haley Jar. There, the last second at the net, but still. Point Stars, that's Ehrman. Posidani. As Holmes had been blocked, but that'll be out, so Benedictine with a key point there. So Rhiann Ehrman. And the junior waits again for us to mop up the floor at the other end. They go cross court and they get the point out of it as we did touch it on the back line. So Stars closing in on the win here tonight. And one more look at that on the point from Haley Knudsen, freshman from Chesterton, Indiana. 6-foot freshman for them. So she gets her first point of the night. And Levine to serve. Dunwell. Posidani. And a good block. Taylor Dunwell. She'll get the stuff. Jar was also there on the front line on that play. Can the Eagles keep this one going and force another set? Service here from Holmes. Tipped. And Billie got it. Weber. Billie got it again, and then a couple of dives. And that's all we could manage was a couple of touches there from Holmes and from Dunwell. So now they're serving for the match. And definitely the effort there, no question. And here we go. Dunwell. Good play, and then Billie. Weber puts it over, and what do they say? Point BenU. It's a miss hit, and how about 24-21, and Billie to serve here. Well, nice job by the Eagles to make this third interesting. And they keep it going. Costa to Billie. Here's Weber. Parker. Oh, good play by Costa. And then Billie goes to the back line. They try the stuff. They don't get it. BenU is there. Schmidt and Dunwell with the answer. Oh, no, they're going to say that goes indeed to Dominican. So Stars indeed get that point, and they do get the match. Thought we had come up with that one. We did not. So 25-21, Eagles made it close, but Dominican wins it in 3 here tonight. So before we wrap it up, give you a couple of the final numbers then here. So record-wise, BenU drops to 1-11 and 0-2. Dominican 4-7, 1-1 now in the league. Individually for the Eagles, Weber led the way with 8 kills. She had 3 digs and a block. Taylor Dunwell with a very nice match. She had 7 kills, 2 digs and a block tonight. But after that, not a whole lot of offense. Kendall Holmes came up with 3 kills, 2 for Ehrman, 2 for Jar, and Schmidt and Pasadani with 1 apiece. Assists 15 for Costa. Diggs, Costa with 10, Billie with 9. And again, we still really only had just a handful of blocks on the entire night. For Dominican, though, big night for Amanda Ricca. She ends up with 10 kills tonight. 8 for Kendall Todd. 6 for Elin Ream. Assists 26 for La Badessa. As far as digs, you had 8 for Levine, 7 for Parker, and then blocks, they had a ton. Stephanie Cole had 9 blocks tonight, and Ream with 6. So just 15 between 2 players, and you had Todd with 3, and Kiston had 2, and there were a couple other solos in there as well. Well, hitting percentage, .287 for the Stars, .022 for Benedictine, and that kind of tells the story here tonight, I would say. Service errors, 8 for the Stars, 7 for BenU, 6 aces for the Stars. Eagles had 4 of those. So that's our story here tonight for the one home match for BenU for the first entire month of the season. So they play all through September, from September 1 all the way through September 30. This their only home match, one of the first 18 at home. So after tonight, the next 6 will be on the road. Next home women's volleyball match will be October the 6th versus Alverno, and then they're home at noon on our homecoming against Wisconsin Lutheran as well. Then they're home against Rockford on the 13th, home against Edgewood on the 14th. So at least once it gets to October, they're home that whole month. On the road this whole month, except for tonight. So again, thanks to the guys from Sunrise Communications who gave us the great video here tonight. Kenny and Frankie, thanks as always. I'm Mark Vasco. Appreciate you being here. Kind of a strange situation where we don't have another broadcast until next week. A rare Saturday where all of our teams are on the road. So I'm actually going to do a football game for Elmhurst College on Saturday. I've got Elmhurst hosting Wheaton on Saturday in football, but not a Benedictine broadcast because everybody is away from home, strangely enough. But we are back next Wednesday with more broadcasts coming your way, as that will be men's soccer versus UFC at 7 p.m. on the 27th. That's when I will talk to you next. Until then, again, 3-0 It's a sweep for the road team Dominican over BenU. Have a good night.